Oceania 995p. Who we got?
Joseph
What'd you do, Joseph?
came 4th place at Canberra Regional playing K9 Crystron. Forgot what deck I played for a second. Yeah.
Why'd you pick that deck?
I think it's really good. It's a Jolt combo deck. So like 2-card combos, they go crazy. You play through a lot of hand traps. Easiest deck to die smasher with. I thought, why not abuse the card before it's banned? So yeah, that's why I picked it. It was really good. I think it was a really strong pick. I also played some spice in the main deck. So
Let's jump into it, bro.
yeah. So for the Crystron engine, it's just 3 Sulfidor. You need to max out on this. A lot of lists play 2, but this card is like so incredible to draw, especially with Jokel with chaotic elements. This card's really insane. It's your best 2-card combo piece. Does nothing by itself, but there's so many pairs with this card. It's really good. Talking about a pair, you've got 2 Sulfefnir. You don't play 3, it's Bricky again by itself. Not as good as Sulfidor though. Sulfidor has a lot more pairs than this card does. So you only play 2, but you need to play at least 5 level 5s just so you have enough numbers in your deck throughout your combo. So there's those. For the one Smiger, you have to play 1. You don't really want to play more, even though it is full combo, even if you normal summon it. You don't want to play too many of this because it doesn't have great pairs. 1 Trist, this is Bricky, you don't want to play more. Scrap Recycler, this is how you go from K9 to Crystron. This card's, pretty good, necessary to play. Then you've got the 3 Inclusion, you need to max out on this. Again, it's a really good paired combo piece. It's also full combo by itself. If you just search Sulfidor, it does full Crystron combo, which is very good. Foolish Burial, full combo, and Cluster. This is like the one mandatory Crystron brick in the deck. You can't side this card, you do have to main it. Even going second, when you break your opponent's board and then you set this card up, it's really strong. So you definitely still main deck this card. Yeah, it's 13 cards with the Crystron engine. I wouldn't go any bigger. I considered playing like Citry and Thistburn, but those cards are very bricky, so I just decided to keep it as clean as possible. So yeah, that was it for Crystron. Then for K9, we're playing 3 Jokel, 3 Zuna, 1 Lantern, 1 Lupus, 1 Case. This is like basically the most you want to play. I didn't max out on Case because I was playing 3 Chaotic Elements. I preferred this card because I expected a little bit of Mitsuraizio. It's also just a much cleaner way of getting into Jokel as opposed to using Case, because you can search Case later in your combo so that you have a Zuna on your opponent's turn. So you'd rather draw this card over a Case of K9 to start your combo. But basically, you're playing 6 copies of Jokel in your deck, and then you play 6 copies of Sulfidor with the 3 Sulfidors and the 3 Inclusions. And this is your strongest 2-card combo in the entire deck. Drawing any one of these with any one of these is full combo, and it goes through 2 or 3 hand traps. You can, if everything resolves in your combo, it's Dice Smasher plus the entire Crystron board. So it's quite strong. You do want to draw these cards in combination, which is why I maxed out on them. But yeah, that's it for the K9 engine. It's just these ones here, pretty self-explanatory. It's just normal K9. And then the rest of the deck is just non-engine. So I went with the board breaker approach. So I'm just playing the 3 Imperms, 1 Talent, 1 Called By, 2 Thrust. I didn't want to brick on too many thrusts, so I just decided to play 2. It was completely fine to play it 2. With my side, it was better going into game 2 and 3, so I didn't want too many in my main deck for going first in game 1. Oh, sorry, just in game 1 in general. Book of Eclipse, this card's incredible. It's really insane in this deck because I can make Zeus, even when I'm machine locked. So I can book their entire board and then make Zeus, and then it cleans up the entire field. This card's really good for that reason. Super Poly, I just thought this card was insane. Fixes a lot of bad hands as well, where like, let's just say you only draw Sulfidor on this card, you Super Poly their board, you set up like a Garura or a Mud Dragon, you just tribute summon the Sulfidor and its full combo. So this card gives you a body, which is quite nice, you can tribute summon over it, but it's also just insane for simplifying the game state and then just playing through. I think this card was a pretty niche pick for the event, but it went really well for me, so I liked it. And then 3 Droplet, all your Crystron cards work in Grave in Hand, so this card's kind of mandatory to play in this deck. You also search an excess of cards in K9, you have Case on board, you get a lot of extra guys in hand, so Droplet becomes a lot better for that reason. So yeah, it's 15 non-engine, I believe. Yeah, it's a good number. So 25 engine, 15 non-engine, 40 cards. You can't play more than 40 in this deck because it's a 2-card combo deck. Yeah, onto the extra. So just 2 synchros. Got the Eleskeletons and Dawn Dragster. Don't play anymore. You don't need any more. This is plenty. This is like, yeah, it's all you need to play. It's kind of explanatory. Clockwork Knight SP. This card's really insane. It bridges all of your stuff together. Like, you can loop Scrap Recycler with this card, you can fix your bad hands by summoning back Tristalos from Grave, and then I just play the SP because you kind of have to play SP. Another addition you could add is the Platinum Gadget. Platinum Gadget means, let's just say your cards get impermed and your Azuna is offline, and you're forced to normal summon the Azuna and then go into your Crystron line. You can add the Scrap Recycler and then summon it from your hand using Platinum Gadget. So that's a good thing you can do. That becomes a lot better when we get Noroi and Doom of Dimensions, but currently I wouldn't recommend playing the card, which is why I didn't play it for this event, because it's a little bit of a niche scenario. Then for the 2 fusions for Super Poly, I played Guru and Mud Dragon. I sided the Secretarian for the Dragon Tail matchup, which did come up. I versed 3 Dragon Tail across the event, but just these 2 in the main deck was perfectly fine. I wasn't too scared of Dragon Tail in game 1 anyway because I had so many ways to deal with that deck. So I was pretty happy with just these two. And the rest of the extra deck is just Xyz monsters. So it's Ripper, just one. You don't really need more than this card. I didn't play Werewolf, I'll just say this now. I didn't think the card was too valuable. X-Force is a brick, you don't want to play this card in your deck. Your full combo in Crystron is good enough to end any single deck's turn anyway, you don't need X-Force. So I didn't decide to play Werewolf. Then it's Nova and Infinity. This is probably the best boss monster in the format right now. This card's really, really insane. Breaks boards, it's really big. It's like to 3-1 most games. It's also just a walk in the gate. Card's really good. Soft once per turn as well. I had one play where I made it. I used its effect to take a monster, then I Book of Eclipse it, then I flipped it back up. Then I flipped his other monster back up, then I took it with the Infinity. So you can get 2 sucks out of this card under Eclipse. It's pretty insane, but it's like a very niche play. But yeah, this card's incredible. This is how you bridge K9 to Crystron, nothing else to say. I can also tribute the Clockwork Knight to bring itself back from grave, which like sometimes matters, but it's kind of fake. Then you have your Oceania targets. This is good to make if you machine lock yourself off Tristello, you can make this card. Otherwise, yeah, this card's really good as well. Nothing else to say about those. Then you've got the Paradise Engine. This turns your light locked level 5s of Jokel and Lantern into non-light locked. You summon one guy back, and you go Azuna and Lupus, that's 3 level 5s that can make a light, and you make the Paradise Smasher, and you just die smasher them. This combo is insane. In this deck, you can die smasher your opponent, and then after die smashering them, you can set up Infinity, Cluster, and Tristellos on top of that, on top of the K9 board. So yeah, this deck does it the best because you have so many level 5s. It becomes really easy. I'll show a quick combo after. It's good. Yeah. The last card, Zeus. This is just to clean up the boards after Book of Eclipse. The card's really good. You can make it if you're machine locked by anything as well. So yeah, onto the side deck. Sorry, there's a couple proxies in here because I was playing a different deck today, but this is a Secretarian Dragon for Super Poly. I played 1 D-Barrier. Every single matchup that I was scared of lost a D-Barrier, so I just left it in for thrust. Clockwork Knight, this FTK is yummy on the spot. It is a starter, and considering my deck list, one thing I think about playing was Foolish Burial Goods, because you can go Foolish Burial Goods, you can send this card to the grave, and then it's full combo by itself, right? Because it banishes itself as a Scrap Recycler, but I wasn't having a problem with the consistency of the deck, so I decided to not play it. But if you wanted to play the list, you could consider playing Black Goat and Foolish Burial Goods, because it's settable off of Thrust, and you can also send it off Foolish Burial Goods, including this card as well. So yeah, this card's insane, you have to play it. Searchable, of course, of Clockwork Knight. Then the 1 Feather Duster and the 2 Dark Rulers. Yeah, these cards are insane. It has the same application as Book of Eclipse. You deal with all of their monsters, and then you can send them all to the grave with Zeus, or you just develop a board in front of them, and then they have to play on the next turn through your entire board. This card was really good, especially into Yummy and VSK9, so I really liked it. Then we've got the, this is 3 Fuas, sorry, there's one here so you can see it, but 3 Fuas here. This is just for Yummy going second. I didn't main deck any hand traps because I was scared of getting die smashed. It was really hard in testing for VSK9 to die smash me unless they opened extremely broken if I didn't hand trap them. So I decided to side the Fuas just for matchups where I wasn't getting die smashed, like Yummy or other rogue decks that I was scared of versing, because charming your opponent and board breaking them is kind of strong. So that's why I decided to play Fua still. Then we had 3 Ash. This was just for going first, just to play around Charmies. It's really, really devastating if you Ash a Charmy and then die smash at someone. So that's why I think this card was really good. And then I just played 3 Droll. This was the only hand trap I wanted to use against VSK9. That's why I sided it. Perulia wasn't doing enough because I was, again, still scared of getting die smashed. And if it was only 1 hand trap, I wanted it to be Droll. So yeah, that was it for the list. I'll show a quick combo with the Jokel and Sulfador. Okay, so this is the Sulfador Jokel combo. So this 2-card combo plays through a lot of hand traps, so I'm going to show you as if you're not getting hand trapped at all. So first action, you're just going to go Jokel, revealing Sulfador, summon both out, trigger Sulfador on summon. Here it's very important that you specifically send Solfafnir and Smiger. Okay. Now here, you're going to trigger Jokel's effect, and to play the safest around hand traps here, we're going to grab Azuna. Right. I'll do it this way so it's easy to see. So this is your hand. I'm going to overlay these 2. Check my extra deck. And we're going to make Ripper. Now I'm going to trigger Ripper's effect. We're going to detach the Sulfador, and we're going to search for the Lantern. Okay, now here we're just going to go normal summon Azuna. We're going to use the effect, and we're going to send the Lupus. Okay. Now from here, we're going to go Lantern effect targeting the Lupus. I'm going to summon both. Triggering Lantern. Going to search for the K9. Now we can activate it. Just move these up a little bit. We can activate it, and we can search the tsunami. Okay, so from here, these two bodies are currently light locked. So you can't use these two bodies to make Paradise Smasher. But what we can do instead is we can overlay. That's my main deck. We can overlay these two, and we can make the King Carry. Now you can trigger King Carry here, detaching the Lantern, and you can summon back the Sulfur. Okay. So now this is two not light locked level 5s. Now from here, you go Smiger effect, and you search the inclusion. And you activate inclusion, and you search the cluster. Okay, so this is your hand. Now you go Solfefnir's effect in graveyard, pitching the cluster, summoning itself, then destroying the inclusion. Okay, now we can go these three, and we can make Paradise Smasher. Now Die Smasher your opponent. Okay, now from here, we can make these two into SP. Unfortunately, in this combo, you do have to do this step, otherwise you don't have enough room to make Infinity, Tristalos, and the rest of your board, because the King Carry and the Die Smasher take up too much space. But this makes you play into Mega Fleet. But your opponent's Die Smashed, so I think at this point you don't really care. But that is just something to keep in mind. So you make the SP here. Okay, so from here, you're going to use the effect Inclusion Engrave. Sorry, the Smiger is banished. Use the effect of Inclusion, you're going to summon back the Solfefnir. Then you're going to use Sulfidor's effect Engrave, you're going to pop the Solfefnir, and you're going to summon out this. This will trigger Solfefnir, and you're going to summon from deck the Tristalos. Now we turn these two into Eleskeltus. Trigger the effect of Eleskeltus, you're going to add back to your hand the cluster that you pitched earlier. Then trigger Tristalos, popping the Eleskeltus, summoning Sulfidor. Then you trigger the Eleskeltus, you summon back the Tristalos. Overlay these two. Mobile of Infinity, you have Tristalos, you have Cluster, you have Izuna, you have Ripper, you have SP, and your opponent is Die Smash It. Cool.
You got any shoutouts, Ben?
First, biggest shout out to Robbie for taking us to the event and also providing me with this entire deck. Literally every card is his. So thanks very much for that. Shout out to all the Mountain Smashers, all the boys. Love you all. Oh yeah, shout out to the police officer who let us continue our journey to Canberra. And thus,
Robbie $400.
True. Shout out to the cop. Shout out to my generational ancestors.
Give me my recycler back.
Oh, shout out to James the Scrap Recycler.
Thanks for quiz.
Shout out to the cop. Pretty tight. Smash here. My generational ancestors.
Any shoutouts?
Shout outs. Biggest shout out to.
No, you're gonna tell me.
James, I'm gonna kill you, bro. He's recording.
They're actually recording.
Yes. Actual recording.